What's up, everybody? Joey G in the place to be. How's everybody doing on your Tuesday afternoon? This is Joey G giving you the raw recap and sports news all over the nation. What's going on, everybody? It's Joey G. Another day, another dollar, another, whatever, right? Take one day at a time. Raw last night. Pretty good. Damian Priest, I'm starting to look at Damian Priest as you now know, Raw is focusing the product all around the world's heavyweight champion, which it's supposed to be. The only thing is, in this particular situation, Damian Priest, I mean, you got to give people time. I get it. But he had that Money in the Bank briefcase for 8 friggin' months. So he should have been getting ready for that, getting his character ready for that, rather than being in tag matches with Finn, holding the tag titles with Finn. Anyway, Raw kicks off. Drew and him have words, and Priest did kind of give, Drew will say what's up, say, you kissed your wife and everything, and then you lost your title. You started messing with Punk, and you lost your title. I mean, I did a live scene one to open it last night. You want to go back and watch it? Joey G, the opening scene of Raw. I did it last night, Gana's Corner. And just Drew just can't come through with like someone, but the end punchline was just like, it was like a big friggin' fart in church. It was just like nothing, like he's like a Puerto Rican Diesel, a Puerto Rican Kevin Nash, except athletic. But let me tell you, Kevin Nash at 65 years old is Diesel as shit. No pun intended. Is Diesel as shit now. But back then, when he was champion in WWF, Diesel, that's why I'm comparing him to Damian Priest. Back in 95, when he was the WWF champion, that's what Damian Priest, reminds me of. Just in a little bit. A little nutshell. But anyway, them two had words. I see it at King of the Ring. It's going to be. It looks like Damian Priest is also turning heel. Got Carlito. I spit in the face with people who don't want to be cool. I like Carlito. He's cool. I like him. He's cool. Like me. Joe Cool. Should make that my name. Joe Cool. But anyway, Carlito, you got Dom, Mysterio, Ray's Kid vouching for him. You got them all really pretty much vouching for him. He comes in, he said, look, Rhea's on the shelf. She's out. Dom's hurt. Dom's got his arm in a sling. You know what I mean? And they're all vouching for him, but Damian Priest doesn't want him in there. So is Damian going babyface? And are they going to make Drew the heel? Because of right now, it's Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship at King of the Ring next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday in Saudi Arabia for the World Heavyweight Championship. And on the other side, you got Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the WWE title. Logan Paul, I don't like Logan Paul. I think he's a dickhead. And if you hear this, Logan, whatever, I know. I'm starting in a small place, I know. But Logan, let me tell you something, brother. I got more heart and charisma than you'll ever have, kid. Let me tell you that. And if we ever go face-to-face in a face-to-face roast, I'll roast you, kid. I'll roast you down the size. I just want to let Logan Paul know that. He makes fun of Christian people. In my estimation, he's a piece of shit. That's why AJ Styles won't work with him. Or I don't know if I take that back. I don't know if we won't work with him, but I don't think he respects him as much for what Logan Paul said about Christians. Even, you making Shawn Michaels feel uncomfortable on the show. Like Logan Paul, if you disrespect Christians, like that's God's people, It's one thing if you're an atheist, and I'm not trying to get in that whole thing, but, I just don't like Logan Paul as a person. He's a piece of shit. He seems like this real nice guy. And his drink prime, the drink prime is good. It's a good drink. I got it at WrestleMania night 1. Me and my boy Bacon. We got it. It's a good drink. But Logan Paul, as a person, fired from life. And I hope Cody kicks your ass at King of the Ring. Real rap. Okay, let's move on. Logan Paul SmackDown anyway. And him and Cody are SmackDown. We're doing the Raw review. Gunther, King of the Ring match with Kofi. Great match. Gunther basically beat the shit out of Kofi. Gunther moves on where he'll meet Jey Uso at the King of the Ring, and Gunther Jey Uso, whoever wins that goes to the finals against one of the SmackDown guys. There's 4 SmackDown guys left. 2 matches on SmackDown this week. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight versus, who is it? LA Knight versus Tama Tonko. LA Knight versus Tama Tonko. First Tama Tonko, and I can't wait to see him in the ring. Like, I mean, we've seen him, but like it's been him just bashing people. Seeing him in there with LA Knight, but this is what I got. I think Tama will get disqualified, put LA Knight in the semis against, I think Randy Orton will beat Carmelo Hayes. So at King of the Ring, you'll have Gunther versus Jey Uso on the Raw side for the semifinals, and you'll have Randy Orton and LA Knight in the semis for the SmackDown finals. And I think it'll be, I think the finals of the King of the Ring tournament will be Gunther and Randy Orton in a great match, but I think Gunther will win. I love Randy Orton, you all know that, you know what I mean? But I think it'll come down to Gunther and Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton will beat LA Knight, and it'll be Randy Orton versus Gunther, and Gunther will beat him and be the King of the Ring. Randy Orton doesn't matter. He's still going to win another world championship in his career. This don't mean nothing. He's just he's putting Gunther, giving Gunther more prestige, more people. I'm the King of the Ring now. I defeated Randy Orton, to get there. You know what I mean? I beat main event Jey Uso. If Gunther don't win that King of the Ring, I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised. And the Queen of the Ring, I got Io Sky winning that. I don't know who else has got anybody else winning that, but I got Io Sky winning the Queen of the Ring. No doubt about that. A lot of good things going on in wrestling. And another thing, Awesome Truth. I'm looking at all my notes here. Awesome Truth. They're like almost, I thought Vince McMahon was gone, but they're almost like a comedy act. Like, I'm glad that they're the tag team champions, and they got Miz and R-Truth, and I've talked about this before, and they're in the middle of they're the world tag team champions on Raw, and the belts look fat and whatever. It's just, like I said, let R-Truth turn him into like how he was in 2011 when he lit up a cigarette on Monday Night Raw. Or if anybody remembers that, right? Right before Punk kicked the original pipe bomb back in 2011. Let him have some style. Don't make him look like such a goofball. Because Ron Killings is not a goofball. I'll just leave it at that. Let Awesome Truth be awesome. Like they once were when they faced The Rock and Cena at Survivor Series 13 years ago. Let the Awesome Truth be cutting edge. No pun intended. You know what I mean? Let them, So it's just, sometimes I see the bookings. And then after Kofi lost, he gets confronted by Karrion Kross in the background. And man, Karrion Kross has let his hair grow. But gets confronted by him in the back. I don't know what's going to happen with that. You know what I'm saying? But it was good Monday Night Raw. The final match, Illinois Drag-Off. You know what I mean? That was a good match. But Jey Uso beat him. And I mean, all the smart marks wanted Dragunov to win and see him and Gunther. But it wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? They weren't going to have Jey Uso lose to that dude. And Jey Uso won. And I think Gunther will beat Jey Uso, though. I mean, you don't know. But like I said, a King of the Ring, I think Gunther will beat Jey Uso. And I think in the finals, it'll be Gunther and Randy Orton. And Gunther will win. Or Gunther and LA Knight. You know what I mean? But I think Gunther is your King of the Ring. There's no doubt about it. Okay, real quick, let's go on the NBA news. The Denver Nuggets, we thought they were all dead. They were down 0-2. They lost their first 2 games at home to the upstart, young Minnesota Timberwolves. Just like that, it's 2-2. Just like, I thought Denver was done. Done. I should have known better. But I don't think they are. I still think that series is going 7. Uh, I don't know who wins tonight. They play tonight. Yeah, they play tonight. I don't know who wins tonight, but actually, I think tonight Denver takes it in Minnesota, and then Denver takes it tonight in Denver. They take it at home. It's 3-2. They go back to Minnesota. Minnesota wins. They win game, and it's going to go 7 games. Denver wins. My prediction. That's what I think. Mavs and Thunder 2-2. Thunder came back and won last night, 100-96. I got the Oklahoma City's young. I don't know who's going to win that series. I don't know. But I know out of the West, I know my mind. I got Denver, no doubt, coming out of the West in the NBA Finals. In the East, I love the Pacers. I hope they beat the Knicks. And I got them beating the Knicks in 7. They play today. It's 2-2. And I got the Pacers winning that. The Knicks will come back and win one in Indianapolis. It'll be all road wins. And then Game 7, Indiana wins Game 7 in a close one. And, of course, we know Boston's going to beat Cleveland. But you never know. I mean, Boston's up 3-1. But you never know. You never know. But I think Cleveland wins tomorrow night maybe in Boston. And then Boston, I think, Cleveland will get another game. Maybe they get another game. Maybe not. Maybe Cleveland, or maybe Boston cleans it out tomorrow night. But we'll see. But I will say this. The Denver Nuggets are going back to I'm not a Denver Nugget fan. I never was. Even when Allen Iverson went there for a cup of coffee, who's one of my all-time favorite basketball players of all time, AI. And, Kenyon Martin was there. Carmelo Anthony was there. And I like them guys. I just never liked Denver. Even when they had their cool-looking uniforms. I just never liked the Denver Nuggets. The Broncos? Yeah, the Broncos are cool. But that's about the only team in Denver that I could tolerate. Okay, anyway, speaking of Denver, Colorado Avalanche down 3-1 to the Stars. Dallas looking like the number 1 team in the NHL in the Western Conference. They're the number 1 seed. They're up 3-1. And the other series in the West, Vancouver and Edmonton, who played tonight, Game 4. Vancouver's up 2-1. Going to be an interesting series. I don't know. I thought Edmonton could beat the Canucks. I really did. But who knows? It's hockey. Anything can happen in hockey. It's starting to happen to the NBA, but anything can happen in hockey. And then in the Eastern Conference, we'll get to this in a second. Today, let's go Florida Panthers. Joey G's Florida Panthers. Let's get this shit. We're up 3-1 on Boston. We can close it out today at 7 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's end this. And then look at the week. Florida wins today, and they close it out. Carolina was down 3-0 to the Rangers, and now it's 3-2. The Rangers were being booed off the ice in Madison Square Garden last night. Booed off the ice. Isn't it weird that both New York teams were up? I mean, New York Rangers were up 3-0 on the Carolina Hurricanes. The New York Knicks were up 2-0 on the Indiana Pacers and looking like they were going to sweep them. A week later, everything flips. That's why I love sports. That's why people can say, oh, Gana, you make so many picks. Because you never know. Things change so often. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never freaking know. But in hockey, coming out of the West, I do have Dallas out of the whole thing. I have Dallas coming out of the West in hockey, and I have the Florida Panthers coming out, and that's because it's my team, you know what I mean, besides the Flyers, you know what I mean? I have the Florida Panthers coming out of the East. So I have the Florida Panthers and the Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Yes. That's what I have. Yes. 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 But this is Joey G. More stuff I'm going to be talking about to let you guys know that I got a lot of views on. I'm going to keep, I'm going to be kicking a lot. The Sopranos. I know The Sopranos inside out like that are my own. I think of Paulie Walnuts as he's like my friggin' uncle. My Dutch uncle, as he would say to Tony after Christopher died. If you were his dad, I was his Dutch uncle. You know what I mean? I'm going to be kicking it all about The Sopranos inside out. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing a review of every season on The Sopranos. 1 through 6A, 6B. It's really 7 seasons, but we all know how season 6 is in The Sopranos. Boardwalk Empire, another one, a very underrated show. I'm going to be reviewing that, talking about that. I love movies. I love character development. I especially love crime movies. I love them. You know what I mean? I do. And, I like horror movies too. Not slasher horror movies, but like mysteries. Only really big slasher I would say, would be Halloween. And the first Halloween 1, I wouldn't even call a slasher. You know what I'm saying? But after that, you got Scream, the first Psycho. I'm going to be, going through all these things. You know what I mean? But this is Joey G and the place to be. And as you know, come to Gana's Corner anytime you help. Like I said, I'll be talking about everything. And if you want to talk about something, leave a message. Subscribe. Give me a view. Help your boy Joey G. Support your boy Joey G. And I do got a Chargers jersey on today. It's a Phillip Rivers. A Phillip Rivers jersey. Remember Phillip Rivers? They drafted him, and the Chargers drafted him when they were still in San Diego, and they still had Drew Brees. The only reason Drew Brees left San Diego is because they had Phillip Rivers, and they were going to have him as starter. So Drew Brees went to New Orleans and won a Super Bowl. And Phillip Rivers never won a Super Bowl in San Diego. Yes, I did like the Chargers when they were in San Diego. No, I don't like them now. I like Jim Harbaugh, though, as their head coach. I do like him. So, but no, I don't like the Chargers anymore. I don't like Los Angeles. I won't mind, chilling there, but I'm not a real big fan of any of their sports teams, except the LA Raiders, when they were the LA Raiders, like when the NWA and Ice Cube and Easy and Ren were all wearing the NWA hats. This is Joey G. I've gone way too long. These shows are never going this long. I don't like going over 10 minutes. I'm very sorry. If you stayed with me to the end, thank you. But you don't got to, I would like people to stay with me to the end, but if you don't, just give me a view. You know what I'm saying? If you can, give me a thumbs up. And if you want, leave a comment what you want to talk about. Anything. What's going on. I'm going to do shows about mental health, depression. I'm a depressed, sad dude. You know what I mean? And I'll be going through all that shit too. This is Joey J, and I'm signing off. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.